Welcome back, everybody. Richard Doyle coming back at you again today. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Of course, today is Thursday. It is another beautiful day. The sun is shining. We're feeling great. And if you aren't, you already know a little bit of pepper, avalanches of prosperity and abundance coming your way. And today what we're going to be talking about is why being authentic and being you is so important. So first and foremost, let's touch on one of the main reasons why people aren't authentic and they're not able to allow themselves to become themselves. Traditionally, what we see is we live in a society where people are around, whether it be family members, friends, loved ones, people that they've known a really long time. They've been conditioned to act a certain way and be a certain person and talk a certain way, right? And so what we start to see is this person assimilating and adapting to their environment and ultimately doing things that aren't really truly deep down who they are. And so number one, when it comes to being authentic, what I want you to understand is when you start to become authentic, you're going to start losing some of those people that you've had around you a really long time. Now, that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, because what that means is that you're growing. And sometimes, unfortunately, those people are not going to grow with you. And essentially, you're just moving toward becoming that best version of yourself that ultimately you're desiring to become. So that is one of the main reasons why people aren't authentic and why they don't allow themselves to become themselves. But let's go ahead and delve a little bit into why it's important to be authentic, right? When you are authentic, a lot of the world starts changing around you, right? What I mean by that is when you start to understand who you are as a person and what you're capable of, and you stop living by these things that have molded you, the society, the people, the circumstances, all that stuff. When you stop living by that and you stop accepting it as reality and you start allowing yourself to live this endless, limitless life with total freedom, total prosperity, and total abundance, right? You stop caring about what other people think about you, because you start to understand that opinion has no bearing on where you're going in the future. You understand that you're reaching your fullest potential and you love where you're going. And then all of a sudden, the opinions of others start to fall away and they become irrelevant. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't matter anyways. And you start to just understand that the right people are going to come into your life at the right time. And the people, what I mean by that is the people that are going to help you become even better day in, day out. Because truthfully, the opinions of others are only there to hold you back in staying the same and not allowing you to become that person you were meant to become. So as you continue on this journey toward authenticity and being the best version of yourself, you're going to stop caring what other people think, right? And then you just start to live this, again, endless, prosperous, and abundant life. Next thing that's going to happen is you're going to start to see the good in other people. You're going to start to say to yourself, oh my goodness, there's so much good on this world, on this planet that I've been missing for a really long time, because my focus has been on the lack of things, or what my environment's been, or my limits, or my beliefs of who I thought I was. And you've lived in this limitation, right? You've lived in that thing your whole life. And now all of a sudden, this whole new world of possibility opens up to you, where you start to realize how loved you are because you love yourself, how free you are because you're starting to see the freedom around you, and how much abundance and prosperity you have in your life. And then all of a sudden, as you start to see that, you start to see a whole new world open up to you, and you want to share that world with others, because you start to see that there is no competition in this world. It's just a matter of everybody becoming the best version of themselves, and you embrace that and you help others to become that same thing that you've seen in yourself. And so a big thing to take out of that, what I just said there, is that it starts with you, right? When you start becoming the best version of yourself and you start becoming authentic, is when you're going to start helping others become them and allowing them to become their authentic selves too. And you're going to do it from a non-judgment type standpoint. You're going to do it from a loving and caring aspect, right? And that's ultimately what's going to help other people become the best version of themselves. We live in a world right now where people are held back by lack and limitation, and they don't have a lot of empowerment. They don't have a lot of people that they can look up to as role models. And if they do, those people aren't around them. It's somebody on TV. It's somebody on the internet. It's somebody on their Instagram, right? What you have to understand is this world is missing authentic people, people that care, people that want to help other people, people that are becoming the best version of themselves and ultimately just want to help other people and are living this life of no judgment and love. That's it. And when you start to become your authentic you and you're being that uniqueness that you came to this planet to be, you are shining that light on everybody who needs to see it. And then you're going to start attracting people around you that ultimately are looking up to you as a role model, that you can help. You can push them to become the best version of themselves as well. And now you start to become an influence to people around you. And I'll tell you something, when that starts to happen for you, your whole life is going to change, because what you'll start to see is you'll start to see how the materialism of life really isn't that important. The money aspect of life isn't that important. What it becomes is this fulfillment. You start to see the impact that you're leaving on the planet, and it's this thing that somebody can't take away from you. It's this inner peace. It's this inner tranquility. You're doing God's work at that time. And when you're doing God's work, you have this unbelievable feeling of freedom and love and prosperity and abundance and eternalness and infiniteness. You have all of that. And then all of these things that used to be you start to fall away, and they're not even relevant anymore, right? And you don't even care, because you've allowed yourself to become authentic. You've allowed yourself to become unique, and you've allowed yourself to become the best version of yourself. And so I challenge you every day to step a little bit more into that light, to becoming the unique you that was meant to shine through when you came to this planet. Because you are one of a trillion different possibilities. You came here to serve a purpose. You came here to be a shining light and an example for this planet. And you came here to make a difference. So I hope that this video helped you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm so happy to be on this planet with you and becoming the best versions of ourselves. I hope you have a fantastic Thursday. Of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on the bell notification. It'll help notify you every time a new video is posted. Also helps with the YouTube algorithms as well, just to get this message out there to as many people as possible. And of course, go to the Facebook page as well, facebook.com/The Real Rick Doyle. On there, I'm posting daily content, posts that are empowering. We're going to start opening up a group pretty soon where we can just make this an open type forum. And then, of course, I preface every single video. So Friday's video will be prefaced at some point today on that Facebook page. So make sure you go and check it out. Other than that, I love you guys. Let's be that shining light for today and continue that trend for the rest of eternity. I love you so much, and peace.